What's your type?
I think my type is physically the opposite of me, so dark hair, dark skin, dark eyes. Like, that's what I like.
Would you prefer a black guy or a white guy?
Oh, black guy.
Black guy? What about you?
Black guy.
Black guy? And why is that?
I don't know how to treat a girl. Yeah.
They know how to treat a girl?
Yeah.
Better than a white guy, you say?
White guys are weird.
White guys are weird? Why are they weird? What did they do?
It's like they talk weird. Black guys are just cool. No hate.
Okay. Look, you guys like what you guys like. You feel me? It is what it is.
And the reason why they love having a black man is in a relationship with a white man, she know who's boss. When a white woman is with a white man, she know who's boss. So if she wants to be a boss, she got to get the black man. He's the only man she can have with. She know she can have her way with him. And if she don't get it with his consent, she'll get it through the legal system, i.e. Jonathan Majors. I can destroy your black ass whenever I feel like it. Yeah, you could be worth $1 billion, Bill Cosby. But what's going to happen when I tell the courts you sexually harassed me 40 years ago? See, the white woman loves the black man because she's always in the driver's seat of the relationship. She got the whole force of the white power structure behind her if he gets out of line.
Never considered that.
So welcome guys back. This is Simon, and I wanted to talk about this topic. Let's see your views about this topic. This is one of the most controversial topics online today, and it makes sense why it is, because there are two sides of the coin here. It's now very evident that white women love black men. That is undisputable. But at the same time, how you treat this black man really matters a lot. So let's see how to best handle this kind of relationship so that each and everyone is feeling at home. You don't feel afraid at all. Okay, let's watch this part and then I'll come back with another commentary.
If you are a white woman and you are dating, in love with, married to a black man, I want you to listen up. There are certain things that you need to know. And I don't think this is spoke about enough. But the most dangerous thing in this world are the tears of a white woman. And if you truly love the black man that you are with, you need to know that you need to have his back and protect him at all costs, including protecting him from yourself. And what do I mean by that? My son was dating a white woman. My son is biracial. They got into an argument in public, and she started to scream and cry. And my son immediately left the scene. She was outraged. She couldn't believe my son left. My son left because my son knew that if he stayed there and this woman was crying and screaming at him, a black man, there was not going to be any questions asked. He was going to be thrown to the ground. He was going to go to jail. It was not going to be any questions asked because this white woman was crying and screaming about him. Now, I'm sure this female may have been hurt. Her feelings was hurt. She was a little emotional. However, when you are dating a black man and you're a white woman, you need to understand that sometimes your fucking feelings and your emotions have to take a fucking back seat to not cause harm to the person you are dating, that you love, that you are married to. And I'm not telling you that if you are truly in fucking danger, not to get help. But if you're just emotional, you're just pissed off, and you want to scream and hoop and holler, in public is not the time. Because that can turn out very deadly. for the black man that you claim to love so much, whether you realize it or not. If you were just dating a white man and you were yelling, nobody would really pay any attention to that shit. But when people see a white woman and a black man and you're screaming, all hell will break loose. Because when white women cry, everybody responds. Even if the shit is stupid, even if it's frivolous, even if it's a lie. The most deadliest thing in this world are white women tears. I have said this time and time again, and I learned this very, very early in life. I grew up in the projects. I was raised by 2 wonderful black women that helped my mother raise me. So I know what I have witnessed, what I have experienced, and I know for a fact of what I speak. I learned very early in life that I could be a voice for my friends and my family because people would listen to me far more than they would listen to them. And if you listen to anything I have ever said to you on this app, if you are a white woman and you are dating a black man, you are in love with a black man, you are married to a black man, you need to know that you need to have his back and protect him at all costs, even if it is protecting him from you. Handle that shit at home if you are not in danger.
Black men, what suggestions would you offer to white men? Is there any way to like correlate any of that?
Black men in general, and this is a generalization, seem to appreciate women like me more than white men. There seems to be a disconnect between strong, powerful white men and strong, powerful white women. There feels like I'm a lot of woman. I say what I want to say. I do what I want to do. And that for some reason threatens a lot of men. There's a certain type of men that don't like that. They think I'm too loud or I'm too brass but I'm just acting like a man. You know, I'm not acting like anything. I'm acting like myself, and it's similar to what a man would do, and which would be fine. And there's something about black men that like that. They think that's cute, and they're turned on by my outrageousness or the fact that I don't give a fuck or that I want, that I'll say the thing. And so I like that. So there doesn't feel like such an imbalance. There's definitely like a cultural thing where black men, it feels like they appreciate that kind of thing more. And so that's attractive,
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not interested in like that kind of showiness. I don't really need anything except I want a decent, honest, good man who's doesn't have a huge ego that can deal with the fact that I'm going to be in the public eye and that I'm going to get attention. And then I had to tell him like, I just want you to know, I have already accepted that the level of joy associated with finding Jesus is something I will never experience. Like I've already accepted that. My joyful is already tapped out. This is as high as I'm going to go. I'm not going to break the ceiling. So, but that's in relation to you talking about children and knowing that there might be a feeling you might not experience without having them, which is something I deal with all the time because I don't have children and people like to go at me for that. Like, you're a woman. How could you do that? It's like, how could I do it? Because I don't think I'd be that good at it. But it's definitely something that I've learned to accept. Like when you say that, I've also accepted, yes, I won't know that joy. There are other joys that I've experienced, but I will not know the joy of being a mother. So I can relate to what you're saying about the thought of thinking about that joy.
Hey, this is going out to the white ladies who have dated, are interested in dating, are currently dating black men. I recently did a post where I kind of looked at the phrase, once you go black, you never go back, which is something I heard 40 years ago. And apparently there are plenty of white boys that are still using this phrase. And in fact, they like to correct it and tell me, well, once you go black, we don't want you back because we want them so badly. Yeah. Not white guys in general, but those white guys who would judge us for who we date. That is not who I'm ever going to date. Not that I'm dating anybody, but because I'm married. So I just thought I learned some things, and I thought I would share this with you. Again, this is my white ladies who are dating, have dated, or think they might want to date black men. We are called lots of things. it's depressing to go and look at all the names that we are called. Not depressing because it makes me feel bad about myself, but depressing because there are so many low life, vile humans on the planet. I mean, I knew there were some. Hello, the election. But I didn't realize they were this ignorant and vibrated at such a low level. But the one I had to look up, so I just wanted to give you a heads up on this. We are called salvage title. So people were putting salvage title, or they were putting salvage. And when I first saw it, I thought, savage? But that doesn't make sense. No idea what it meant. It means we're like a car that has been totaled. No use. It's done. So the title's been salvaged. It's a salvage title, meaning the car is no longer viable. Yeah. So I've been compared to a toilet. I've been compared to now a totaled car. I've been compared to, yeah, they like to talk about my lady parts and how they are changed. You know, we can shoot 13-pound babies out of there, right? So you think any appendage could damage us? No, we tough. And that is the last time I'm talking about those parts on this app. Anyways, so ladies, listen, here's what I think. I think the great part about this is these guys are showing us exactly who they are, which I appreciate, because I would want to avoid the racist, ignorant, vile white boys like the plague. So just so you know, be very open and honest with who you've dated, who you want to date, so you can weed out the losers.
So, according to me, these are my understanding on why white women love black men. And I'll read them out for you. Number one is presence. You know, black men carry themselves with confidence and emotional gravity. So, most women love when your man is very confident. That is very obvious. And then, number two is the cultural rhythm. Communication, humor, energy, it's just real and very authentic. It's not so robotic like the other side. And then there's masculinity and warmth. That combination women love, especially white women. And then there is emotional expression. Black men don't fear expressing their emotions. Okay, so these are some of the things that make white women love men that are black, like me. And then we look at why white women needs to what white women need to understand even before getting into a relationship with a black man, or even after. Okay, so number one, if you decide to love a black man, you have to love his community, where he comes from. You have to love his history. You just have to love every single thing, that blackness he comes with. Now, you need to love him with the blackness. You need to love his family and culture. You need to listen and when he speaks, that is about race, about identity and experiences. You have to listen. Don't belittle it. Don't minimize it. Listen when he speaks. And then you have to stand up for him. Stand beside him. Whenever there is, you see discrimination or maybe a misunderstanding somewhere, you have to stand up for him and always be there for him. Instead of just keeping quiet and keeping distance that you don't see race. You have to now avoid that and start talking about it, because you are right inside it, you know. Yeah. Lastly, we'll see, we let's understand the reality that will come after you get into this relationship with a black man. Now, some families will not approve him or will not accept your relationship. Maybe your relatives are not open to you dating a black man. Some friends will distance themselves, of course, and then the society will treat you differently. Others will see it from a different perspective, like the other. You have to accept that. and then you must be stronger than you were before. You must be strong, because now you have to stand up for someone when there is need. And then you can't say you avoid racial conversations. You have to be there for racial conversations because you are in it. The moment you start dating a black man, you are part of this conversation, and you must stand up, speak even louder than ever. Okay, yeah, so that is it. Let's see you in the next video.